In politics, minority can have their say, but the majority will have their way. But reverse is the case with respect to the coming of Buhari to the southeast. To understand this statement, watch this video to the end. Welcome back on this platform, BVI Channel 1, where truth is gospel. I'm Asu Chinedu Peters. Today, 9th of September, as expected, Buhari arrived in Imo State on a working visit. And some of you have seen some of the videos on the social media platforms of some of the activities, but here is the highlight of what you need to see.
Members Arcade.
No, give time, please. Give time. Please.
Good. Now, I want to also remind us or refresh our memory that the Biafran people, the Southeasterners, observed a sit-at-home. Markets were shut down, banks, schools, activities were brought to a stop in protest of Buhari coming to the Southeast, sending a strong message that he is not welcomed here in the Southeast. The sit-at-home observation was strictly adhered to, and I believe Buhari got that message by witnessing a ghost town in his coming to Imo State. And on the other hand of it, I must say that while majority of the people are sitting at home observing the protest, the minority who are always available tools in the hands of few politicians came out to show solidarity. They even came up with a song. All right. Now, it is beginning to be clear on that statement I made saying in politics, minority can have their say, but the majority will have their way. But reverse is the case. We have witnessed the majority of our people protesting and sitting at home to send a strong message to Buhari, which I concur. It is applauded. I gave it thumb up. But did it stop Buhari and these politicians, self-serving politicians, from having their way in continuing, taking decisions and going about with whatever thing they want to do? Did it stop them? The answer is no. The majority had their say, while the minority had their way. And you must acknowledge it, whether you like it or not, that independent agitation, right to self-determination agitation, is a political process. But ignorantly and emotionally, we are handing over our strength to the minority. The powers of the majority is now being handed over to the minority. And that's why they are always having their way in our homeland. That is the simple truth. You remember I told us that if the sit at home today will successfully stop Buhari from coming to the southeast and stop the charade of commissioning fake projects that we know that cannot last the test of time. Because if you come back to this so-called commission project, by this time next year, it will be something to write home about. Nothing to write home about, rather. It will be something that you have nothing to write home about. That is the truth. So that's why I call it fake projects that have no meaningful impact on the people. Because when you go to Imo State, with all this parade of so much projects, nothing was commissioned that had a great impact or any significant impact on the people of Imo State. Because I was there a couple of days ago. The roads are impassable. Security situation is at its breaking point. Have the life of an average Imo State citizen improved? The answer is no. What about workers? Are they being paid? Pensioners. So what are they celebrating? Nothing. Now, why am I saying all these things? I'm saying all these things for our people to understand that we don't need to be emotional about these things. Because those who are bent on making our life miserable are not emotional in their decisions. They go for what they want and they have their way. It is high time we change our strategy and understand when and how to do things and get result. If this protest had stopped Buhari from coming to the southeast and stopped this charade of so-called commissioning of projects, then I can tell you, I can guarantee it will stop the election of Anambra State come November 6th. But you can see, we may have our say during protest, but these politicians will have their way. These are the minority. Why would the majority be on the lose out? Now we must take this game to them. That is what I have been preaching. We must take this battle to them. That is what I have been advocating for. And it is high time the handlers of IPOB, Chike Doziem and the rest of them should rethink before it is too late. This journey is not an emotional journey. This journey is a serious business, and the lives of millions of our people are anchored on it. We must not allow these men to have their way in Anambra State come November 6th, 2021. And that is just why I am bringing this video to you, to send this message across to our people. Don't tell our people to boycott the election, because if they do, we will all regret it. This minority will have their way. Just as much as many of us sat at home, minority, very few number of people who are always at service of the politicians will eventually come out, as they did on our behalf, whether you like it or not. Those few people you saw on the street that came to so-called welcome Buhari, they did that on your behalf while we're sitting at home. And the same will happen while we sit at home and boycott the election. These same few people will come out and cast the vote on your behalf. And that is all I have to tell our people. We must come out en masse and stop them. They're already moving in to take over Anambra State at all costs. And if that happens, it will take us further backward in our quest for our freedom. And that is my concern. I'm signing out. Drop your comment. Let me have your opinion. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Stay safe. Bye-bye.